Okay.
But the purpose of this is to try to go through some of the history of Muhlenberg College's Division1 basketball. And there's plenty of microphones, and we have to, I think people should just spontaneously jump in and give their highlights and lowlights of their particular time in Muhlenberg. We were under Birney Crum, and Birney was a classic coach. And I always said that if you did what he said you were supposed to do, you'd win most of the games. So we'll go ahead and proceed with this PowerPoint.
A lot longer than ours. I guess you had Mark Gaffney was on your team. And what happened to Mark?
Step over.
Mark Gaffney, was passed on. And Charlie Gleason.
Can't hear you.
This was in 1945.
Yeah, here he is.
As a matter of fact, I have to thank him when I talked to him in 1990. How's that? Can I sing too?
Yeah, I got you.
You want to sing at the table?
Anyway, we didn't have what you have here today. We played at Barclay Hall, and I believe we were in Division1 at the time.
George, tell this story of your father. Remember when you went home and you had so much time you were spending for basketball and you were pre-med. And you remember the story?
Well, I went from coaching to finances. And without the confidence that I had gained at Muhlenberg because of basketball, I never would have been able to make the transition. So it was a tremendous thing for me, a life-changing event to go to Muhlenberg College.
The story with Clint, down the other end there, he used to take a piece of chalk and jump to make a mark, and we all tried to get up to that mark, and nobody could do it. And so what I used to do is go to the end of the step here, put my toes on the end of the step, and lower my foot, my heel down, and raise it up, and then I used to go up to the chalk mark, and I used to get about that close to it, but I never could get up to Clint's mark. You remember that, Clint?
I really don't. Keep trying.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
You did by all means.
I bet I can do it now.
That's a good time.
Who was that you got the most player, visiting player at the cluster? Was that your junior year?
My junior year.
Your junior year. Clint Jeffries got the most valuable visiting player that ever played at the cluster, which was ever played at the cluster that year. So Clint was a fabulous player. I'm sure he's got a lot of stories to tell us about Birney.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Actually,
I have another Clint story. I think I was about halfway through our freshman season, and as good an offensive player that Clint was, he was the opposite on the foul. And he used to watch me, and I was, quite a good foul shooter, and for 80%, I guess it was.
So he puts me in, he puts me in the last few minutes. And so I pass the ball off, I remember, and I cut to the basket, and I get the ball back. I'm going up for a layup. Birney shouts out, "Don't shoot that ball!" So my hand up like this. The ball went up the side of the backboard, and he didn't let me play for the next 4 games. Okay?
That was there, and he was in command. And I don't know if it was my freshman year or my junior year, but one of the younger classes that were playing came to me and said, "Ron, doesn't Birney bother you?" And he said, "You're impervious to his comments and everything else." And I said, "Hell," I said, "my high school practices were a hell of a lot tougher than here." And that was under John Silent. He was a tough guy.
Birney was sitting right over there by the scorer's table or whatever. He said, "Roll on, put another one on."
Well, you know, for audio, because I mean, the schedule was a rather dramatic schedule. I mean, we played in the Garden, we played Manhattan in the Garden, we played Georgetown, we played Philadelphia schools. I can remember playing Villanova here, and Birney decided we play boxing one on, was it Hughie White? Yeah, we played boxing one. They had a guard named Jimmy Hunter. My task to shadow Hughie White. He was about 6'3" or 6'4", and I was 6'1", so I tried to shadow him. I kept him to 18 or 20 that night. I'll never forget it. And Hubbard is complaining and complaining and complaining to the refs. So I said to Hubbard, I said, just be quiet and play ball. He looks at me and he says, how the hell can we play ball against a bunch of clowns like you? Birney would bring in, we had some great competition. I mean,
Right by about 20. Mintel and Bob Lukens and I, and somebody that didn't play basketball, Mike Bryant from the team, we get together about once a month for lunch in Boca Raton. So, but Buddy is still a big Muhlenberg guy. He had a heart attack, and he's hanging in there at 80-some years old. And also, I just want to convey a short story here. When we were a Division1 program, I think we had some fans, some citizens who used to help out the athletic program to some degree. One of them was a guy named Ruby Rosenberg, who owned Royal Carpet in Allentown. And it was very good. So what happened is when we were in Division1, I suspect that Ruby gave hundreds of thousands of dollars to the basketball program for various uses. And all he wanted in return was to be able to come through the turnstile on game night and have them say, go right in, Ruby. Okay, to save the $5. Well, when we went Division3, when Muhlenberg went Division3 in 1964, Ruby tried to come in and they turned him away. That is the truth.
Points or something like that on the second half. And, you know, if you remember that year in 61, St. Joe's was in the NCAA. I think they came in fourth, but they didn't get the title of fourth place because there was point shaving going on between some of the ball players. Majewski and Egan and I don't know who else it was. And I didn't think too much of it, but the summer after graduation, I played over here in Allentown, and Jack Egan and I got to know each other pretty well. And I said to Jack, I said, did you shave any points against us? He said, hell no, he said, the bookies wouldn't even bet against that game. But then I said to him, you know, why did you do what you did? And he said, you know, Ron, he said, I was married, I had 2 kids, and he said $500 a game was a lot of money for me. And he said they never shaved points to the point where they lost a game, but they shaved them to get the bookies to win their bets. And I don't know, you know, I hope this isn't published because I'm sure Jack doesn't want his name in the papers again. I'm sure he wants to forget the whole situation. He was Bethlehem So he said they didn't share any points. I guess they just weren't up for our game.
I got it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And Charlie was maybe,
Hold it closer.
Charlie was maybe the third or fourth from the bottom player on our team who enjoyed it. Well, the situation was that I was in Fargo, Dakota, and Charlie came in with no tries, but he played for Washington Generals. I couldn't believe here he was. He used to play with us. He played pro ball with the Washington Generals, and he went out and had them. And the one they wanted to mention about Charlie is that he has a son by the name of Rick Harmon. And if you ever get a chance to look at Suits on television, his son is an actor and is fabulous. So keep in mind Rick Harmon and the Willie's outstanding man. And that's Charlie's parent. In reference to tailgating on what Mel said about Ruby Rosenberg, he was involved with Copley, and I have to tell you that when I was a freshman or sophomore, my room was completely Copley growing up. I think I was the only one that had Copley from wall to wall. Never let Ruby believe about it.
And they were ranked, Temple had been ranked third in the country. They were 19-0. I remember Guy Rogers sitting at the half court crying after the game. The next year, I was a sophomore, we played St. Joe's, and they were ranked 7th. And of course, Birney wasn't too fond of me at that point. And so, it was a big snowstorm. And they couldn't get their fans up there, St. Joe's from Philly. And that was the big advantage. They had these wild fans, you know, when the Hawks come marching and all that stuff. So anyhow, we're even. We get to the last 2 minutes. And he puts me into guard Kurt Engelberg. If you remember, Kurt Engelberg was about a second or third team All-American. He was like 6'7", 230 from Lincoln High School, Philly. The guy was a real city player with muscles. So I'm guarding. Actually, I guarded most of the left score, and I could play defense. No matter what Birney said, I could play D. I was on. So we get down to the last minute and a half, and we get the ball. We're either down one or up one, whatever it was. I didn't want any part of the ball, because my job was to guard Kurt Engelberg, and I didn't want to waste energy shooting the ball. So Bobby Gore, who was a great playmaker, puts the ball in my hands under the basket. And I go up and get fouled. We're down 1. And I go to the foul line, and I miss 2 foul shots. I blow the foul shots.
This crew's gonna want to.
So the young